Hello, everyone. We are back with another new love story. Without wasting time, let's go to today's episode. Come with me. Naomi was a girl who lived surrounded by luxury and wealth. Her father, Raymond Carles, was a very rich and dishonest politician. Naomi had everything she wanted and was always very spoiled. From an early age, she was used to having her every wish fulfilled without question. Living in a huge, luxurious mansion, Naomi had no idea what it was like to face the hardships of ordinary life. Raymond Carles was a powerful, widowed man. He had 3 children, Naomi and the 10-year-old twins, who were looked after by their nanny. Although Raymond appeared to be a respectable politician, his wealth came from dirty dealings and hidden secrets. For many years, he amassed an enormous fortune through his trickery, ensuring that his family lived surrounded by luxury and influence. His children, especially Naomi, grew up in a world where everything sparkled, but few people knew the dark truth behind this wealth. On the other side of the story is Tyler, a young prosecutor whom everyone admired for his honesty and dedication to justice. Although he had inherited a large fortune from his parents, what really motivated him was fighting crime and corruption. Living in a comfortable house and having everything he wanted wasn't enough for him. But Tyler had a weakness. He was easily charmed by beautiful women and often got carried away by their charms. Even so, his commitment to justice never wavered. For 2 years, Tyler dedicated himself to investigating Raymond, determined to bring down his corrupt empire. He carefully collected evidence and put together a solid case against Raymond. When the day of judgment finally arrived, Tyler was certain that justice would prevail. And it was there in the courtroom that Tyler saw Naomi for the first time. When Tyler and Naomi exchanged glances for the first time, he felt an immediate attraction. Naomi, despite her initially arrogant attitude, was also curious about Tyler. Thanks to the irrefutable evidence Tyler presented, Raymond was found guilty of his crimes. The sentence was severe, condemning him to many years in prison. But Raymond had a plan. On his way to prison, he managed to escape with the help of his accomplices. Raymond's escape left Naomi full of mixed emotions. Her luxurious life was under threat and she didn't know who to trust. Tyler, on the other hand, was in a dilemma between his duty as a prosecutor and the attraction he was beginning to develop for Naomi. A week later, Naomi called in the family lawyer to help sort out the financial affairs. When he arrived, he brought shocking news. Raymond had sold all the family's assets and emptied the bank accounts before fleeing. He had planned everything very carefully, leaving Naomi and her 2 little brothers penniless and completely destitute. Naomi, for the first time in her life, was without the luxuries and security she had always known. Desperate and lost, she blamed Tyler for all the misfortunes that had befallen her family. For her, the ruthless prosecutor who convicted her father now symbolized all her frustrations and fears. Naomi was full of anger towards Tyler, believing that he had destroyed her life. When he heard that Naomi and her siblings were struggling, Tyler decided that he needed to help. He knew that Naomi and the children were not responsible for their father's crimes. With a heart full of good intentions, Tyler went to the Carles' old mansion. However, when he got there, he was met with a lot of hostility. Naomi, still proud and full of resentment, didn't want to hear a word Tyler had to say. When he arrived, she greeted him coldly, hurling harsh words at him. "Get out of here. You've already destroyed everything I had," she shouted, tears of anger streaming down her face. Tyler, hurt by Naomi's words, stormed out. Even so, he was determined to find a way to help her, without giving up. A few days later, what she feared most happened. Naomi and her siblings were forced to leave the mansion, which was soon to be sold. With nowhere to go, Naomi remembered Tyler. Although still full of pride, she knew she needed help. Reluctantly, but with a little less arrogance, Naomi went to Tyler. Even in the midst of her despair, the haughtiness in her demeanor was still evident when she asked him for help. Naomi, with her 2 little brothers by her side, arrived at the door of Tyler's house. Her face shows signs of tiredness and despair, but pride still shines in her eyes. Opening the door, Tyler is surprised to see her.
Naomi?
What are you doing here? She asks, trying to be understanding. Come in, let's talk and see how I can help, says Tyler gently. Naomi, holding her head high, replies firmly, I'm not here for charity, Tyler. I came because I know you have the resources to help us. But don't think that changes the way I feel about you. I still blame you for everything that's happened. Tyler opened the door, with a patient expression. Naomi, I know you're going through a difficult time. I'm here to help you. It doesn't have to be like this. Naomi, her eyes blazing with anger, retorted, difficult? You destroyed my life and the lives of my brothers. Now you expect me to thank you for a crumb of help? Tyler, calm but firm, replied, I'm not offering crumbs, Naomi. I'm here to really help. Tyler looked at Naomi firmly. I'm giving you a chance. But you need to put your pride aside and understand that things have changed. Naomi crossed her arms, still defensive. I'll accept your help, but don't think I'm going to humiliate myself. I'm doing this for my brothers. Tyler sighed, trying to stay calm. All right, then. We'll sort this out one step at a time. But to improve your situation, you're going to have to change your attitude, said Tyler. Naomi replied dryly, let's see about that. Put me somewhere where I don't have to look at your face. Calmly, Tyler said, I'll get you and your brothers a simple house. I'll also get you a job at the town library. At first, you'll earn little because you have no experience, but over time, you'll be able to earn more, Tyler explained. Naomi was furious. A simple house? A job in the library? And with a low salary? You're kidding me, Tyler. With patience, Tyler replied, Naomi, it's a chance to start again. You'll have enough to look after yourself and your siblings. Your siblings will go to public school, and you'll learn to be independent. That's the best I can do for you right now, said Tyler firmly. Naomi shouted, full of rage, never. I will never do that. You're crazy if you think I'm going to accept living like this. Losing patience, Tyler replied, okay, since you won't accept anything to live an honest life and improve your situation, let's go then, what's your price? I'll buy you to be my wife every night I want. Tyler looked at Naomi with a serious expression. You can live here in my house, live in the luxury you're used to, but you'll have to be my wife whenever I want. It's your choice, Naomi. What will it be? Naomi, shocked and furious, raised her hand and slapped Tyler hard across the face. You're despicable, Tyler. How dare you make me an offer like that? With a scarred face and a grim expression, Tyler replied calmly, I'm just offering you a choice. Tyler looked at Naomi seriously. Now the decision is yours, live a simple life with a job or sell yourself for a life of luxury. The choice is yours. Naomi took a deep breath, still angry. I hate you, Tyler. But if those are the only options, I choose to live in luxury. I'll do what you want, but know that now I hate you even more. Tyler, sad and unable to believe what he was seriously hearing, replied, Very well, Naomi. You'll get what you want, Tyler said. I hoped you would choose the simple life with some dignity, but remember, your choices have consequences. Naomi looked at him with contempt. My mind is made up. Tyler sighed deeply. I hope that one day you'll see things differently, Naomi. She replied coolly, Don't count on it. Over the next week, Naomi kept a close eye on Tyler, watching his every move. Naomi began to realize how kind Tyler really was to everyone around him. He treated his employees as if they were friends, and there was one person in particular, Anna, who he considered to be like a mother, since she had been his nanny. Naomi noticed that Tyler was much admired by the women, always attracting admiring glances. Anna began to talk to Naomi, sharing stories about Tyler's generosity and good character. Things began to change in Naomi's mind, and she finally realized the truth. She understood that everything Tyler did was because of his integrity, and that the real villain in this story was his father. Now, she was wrong to despise the hand that offered her help. Over time, Naomi began to have feelings for Tyler. During that week, Tyler called her to his room every night, but always found a reason to leave before anything happened. Naomi went to Tyler's room every night, trembling with fear, and left relieved when he didn't touch her. After that week, Tyler stopped calling her. Naomi became restless, because now she wanted to be close to him. She dreamed of kissing him, but Tyler ignored her completely. Even though she lived in luxury, her heart ached for Tyler's attention. A month passed, and Tyler began arriving almost every night with a different woman, locking himself in his room. Naomi suffered from the rejection, becoming increasingly distressed. Then, one night when he was alone in his room, she came in determined and asked him how long he was going to ignore her. Tyler, surprised, asked, "What do you want, Naomi? Do you want to spend the night with me?" Before she could answer anything, he said, "I'll tell you the truth. I made you this proposal in the heat of emotion, because you put me off that day with your arrogance. I was bold and even insensitive with you. I thought you would never accept this condition, but I stood firm when I saw you accept, because I wanted you to learn something from this, that money and a life of luxury is not everything in life. I would never subject you to this condition, making you have something with me in exchange for money or luxuries. I can't deny that you're a beautiful woman, and that I was attracted to you from the first time I saw you." Embarrassed after Tyler's declaration, Naomi finally said yes, and now she really wanted to spend the night with him. Tyler couldn't resist. He pulled her close and kissed her passionately, making Naomi melt in his arms. But then he let her go and asked her to leave the room. Tyler suffered in silence while Naomi went crying back to her room. The next day, determined, Naomi decided that she would go to him and confess her love. Naomi gathered all her courage and went to Tyler to reveal her feelings. "Tyler, I'm in love with you," she confessed. Tyler, taken aback, admitted that he loved her too. However, he added, "You need to show that your love is true and that you've changed." Confused, Naomi asked, "How can I do that?" Tyler told Naomi that to prove her love, she should accept the first option he had offered, to live a simple life and work honestly. Naomi took a deep breath, looked into Tyler's eyes and decided to accept. Tyler found her a modest house and got her a job. Naomi moved in with her siblings and started working, looking after them with appreciation. For 3 months, Naomi dedicated herself completely, revealing a new side of herself. When this period was over, Tyler was convinced that Naomi had really changed and that her feelings for him were genuine. He went to the modest house where she lived, and Naomi invited him to dinner. She prepared the meal herself, an image Tyler never thought he would see. Tyler was moved by the transformation and asked, "So, do you really love me?" Naomi, her heart full of emotion, replied, "Yes, I've learned to love you with all my heart. Thank you for helping me to become who I am today. You led me down this path. For a long time I thought that the life I lived surrounded by momentary joys and futile pleasures was all I needed, but it was necessary to go through all this for me to understand what really matters." Tyler, visibly moved, confessed, "What beautiful words. I'm immensely happy to have helped you in this way. I fell in love with you from the first day I saw you. And I have to confess that I've never been able to be with another woman. All those I brought home were just to make you jealous." With tears in his eyes, Tyler got down on one knee and asked Naomi to marry him. Naomi, equally moved, said yes, and they sealed their commitment with a passionate kiss. From that moment on, Naomi and Tyler began a new life together, built on a sincere and deep love. Meanwhile, Naomi's father Raymond, who had been on the run, was finally tracked down by the police. He was captured and taken back to prison to serve his sentence. The news brought a mixture of relief and sadness to Naomi, but she knew it was the right path to justice. Naomi's siblings, who had adapted to their new simple life, flourished under her care. With Tyler's support, they were enrolled in a good school and received the attention and love they needed. Tyler became a father figure to them, and together they formed a united and happy family. Naomi and Tyler, now married, found true happiness not in luxury, but in the love and togetherness they shared. They continued to work hard, built a life based on solid values, and never forgot the lessons they learned along the way. And so Naomi and Tyler lived happily, knowing that the real treasure was the love and family they had built together. If you enjoyed this heartwarming story and want to see more stories like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Follow our next adventures and keep sharing incredible moments with us. Click on the bell so you don't miss any updates. See you next time.